Good afternoon, my dearest friends. Today I am going to explain the chapter The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. Some of the paragraphs I have explained and some are left. So, the left paragraphs I am going to explain now. See, this is a story of Aram and the narrator. The narrator is Aram and his older cousin is Morad. The story is very much important with many point of view. This story is teaching us many lessons. The first one is that under the spell of modernization, industrialization, now many uh, tribes, caste, and community have lost their original hallmarks and name and fame. The second one is that the parents should not impose their children according to their wish that you should do this and you should live this. The narrator is talking about uh, his older cousin Murad, that his father was very nice, but his son was not like that. So he is telling that although he is from his father, but he is not having the same nature, same instinct, same feelings, same emotion, and same likes and dislikes. So here he is trying to just give glimpses of so many references, and by the help of this, he is trying to say many things. So you please see what are the things that he is trying to say now in these paragraphs. Not until this morning, he said, are you telling the truth? Actually, the narrator was very much confused that how long uh, the 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 cousin, the older cousin, has kept the horse. Okay, I said, of course not, he said, but if we are found out, that's why you are to stay. I don't want both of us to be liars. This was means they were very much conscious, okay, and very much active and alert about their hallmarks, about their prestige, about their ancestors, okay, name and fame. All you know is that we started riding this morning. All right, I said. He walked the horse, okay, quietly to the barn of a deserted vineyard, which at one time had been the pride of a farmer named Fetwazian. This is the name of the well-known farmer, and now it has lost its original glory. So there were some oats and dry alfalfa, okay, in the bar. These are the things. We began walking home. It was not easy. Means they just kept the horse, okay, in the Fetwazian farm barn, and now they are moving from there. Initially, that barn was okay, well known, okay, famous. It was not easy, he said, to get the horse, okay, to behave so nicely. At first, it wanted to run wild, means uncontrolled of his own wish. But as I have told you, I have a way with a horse, means he is having a very mutual understanding of horse with hers. I can get it to want to do anything I want it to do. Horses understand me. How do you do it? I said. Means the narrator was also very much willing to know that how my older cousin has developed a friendship with horses. I have an understanding with a horse. Okay, he said. Yes, but what sort of an understanding? I said. A simple and honest one. He said. Well, I said, I wish I knew how to reach an understanding like that with a horse. Means the narrator was also willing to have such kind of understanding his older cousin Murad had with the horses. You are still a small boy, he said. When you get to be 13, you will know how to do it. I went home and ate hearty breakfast. That afternoon, my uncle Khosrow came to our house for coffee and cigarettes. This is Uncle Khosrow is very strange, unique, okay, character, very laughable and humorous character. He sat in the parlor, sipping and smoking. Sipping means taking tea or coffee, smoking and remembering the old remembering the old country. Then remembering the old country means he was talking about the past life and its glory. Then another visitors arrived, a farmer named John Barrow, and this was the farmer whose horse they had stolen, and now he was very much unhappy, and he was just looking for the horse. And Assyrian, okay, who this is the name of the state, out of loneliness had learned to speak Armenian. Means he was they might have migrated from Assyrian kingdom, and he has learned the Armenian language. My mother brought the lonely visitor coffee and tobacco, and he rolled a cigarette and sipped and smoked, and then at last, sighing sadly, means with a tone of lament, regret, or annoyance, or with unhappy, he said, "My white horse, which was stolen last month, is still gone." Means still missing, still not returned yet. This shows that the narrator and his cousin has kept the horse for 1 month, and they were just riding and enjoying. I cannot understand it. My uncle Khosrow, okay, became very irritated. This was his hallmark, okay. Irritated and shouted, "It's no harm. What is the loss of a horse? Haven't we all lost the homeland? What is this crying over a horse? That may be all right for you, a city dweller, to say," John Byro said. "But what of my surrey?" Surrey is the tanga or tum tum that was being pulled by the horse. "I walked 10 miles to without a hearse. What good is a surrey without a hearse? Pay no attention to it." This was the Takiya Kalam, okay, hallmark, repeating sentences of just like in class 10th you have read one story in previous one, Mark Antony, Julius Caesar, and they are my friend, gentleman, gentleman. He was repeating one same sentence. So same is there here. Pay no attention to it. My uncle Khosrow roared, means shouted very loudly. "I walked 10 miles to get here." Okay, John Myro said. "You have legs," my uncle Khosrow shouted. "My left leg pains me," the farmer said. "Pay no attention to it." See the nature of Uncle Khosrow. This may be one question you like. Okay, sketch the character of Uncle Khosrow. What kind of person he was? Okay, or he has been portrayed in this story. So he is a very funny kind of person, very typed person. Okay, that nobody can improve and rectify his nature and behavior. So he's very much a stick kind of person. "That horse cost me, okay, $60." The farmer said. "I spit on money." This is the reply of uh, Uncle Khosrow. My Uncle Khosrow said. He got up and stalked out of the house, okay, slamming the screen door. My mother explained. "He has a gentle heart," she said. "It is simply that he is homesick, okay, and such a large man. Good human being." The farmer went away, okay, and I ran over to my cousin Murad's house. He was sitting under a peach tree trying to repair the hurt wing of a young robin which could not fly. This is the defensive part of his older cousin Murad. So here he was actually taking care of or just dressing or repairing the hurt wings of a young robin. This shows that he was also very much in love with animals and birds. He was not unkind. Okay, he was very much kind-hearted. So which could not fly. He was talking to the bird. This was his love and affection. "What is it?" he said. "The farmer John Barrow," I said. "He visited our house. He wants his horse back." Means he was looking for the horse. "You have had it, okay, a month. I want you to promise not to take it back until I learn to ride." And this was the request of the narrator. He wanted his cousin not to give it back, okay, to the real owner of the horse till he learned how to ride. "It will take you a year to learn to ride," my cousin Murad said. "We could keep the horse, okay." "A year?" I said. My cousin Murad leaped to his, okay, feet. Means stand up, okay, very fast. "What?" he roared. "Are you inviting a member of the Gargulian family to steal?" "The horse must go back to its, okay, true owner." "When?" I said. "In 6 months." Means they are just planning to keep the horse up for at least 6 months at the latest, he said. He threw the birds, okay, into the air. The bird tried hard, okay, almost fell twice, but at last flew away. This is a very uh, important part, important part of the character of, Morad. He was very kind. By this reference, we can say that he was not a kind human being, okay, unkind human being. He was very kind one, okay, very loving one, very affectionate. He was there, okay. Early morning, every morning for 2 weeks, okay, my cousin Murad and I took the horse, okay, out of the barn of the deserted vineyard where we were hiding it, and rode it. And every morning the horse, when it was my turn to ride alone, leaped over grape, okay, vines and a small tree and threw me and ran away. Means the narrator was unable to keep the horse into his clutch. It was always creating a sense of a kind of disturbance whenever he just sat on the back of the horse and tried to ride it, tried to just uh, learn riding. Nevertheless, I hoped in time to learn to ride the way my cousin Murad rode. One morning, on the way to Fetwazian's deserted vineyard, we ran into the farmer John Barrow, who was on his way to town. Let me do the talking, my cousin Murad said. See the confidence of cousin, the of the narrator. I have a way with farmers. Means he was very confident, and see how he will talk with the farmer. The farmer studied. Good morning, John Barrow. My cousin Murad said to the farmer. The farmer studied the horse eagerly. Means he was inspecting the teeth, and on the basis of the teeth they could finalize, okay, the age of the horse. Good morning, son, of my friends, okay, he said. What is the name of your horse? My heart, my cousin Murad said. This was the name of the horse in Armenian. A lovely name, John Barrow said, for a lovely horse. I could swear it is the horse that was stolen uh, from me many weeks ago. Means he was not sure, he was not very certain, he cannot even doubt about the boys, because they were from the Gargolian tribes, and the Gargolian tribes hallmark is truth and honesty, and they can't be doubted. So may I look into his mouth? Of course, Murad said. The farmer looked into the mouth of the horse. See the narrator's cousin, okay, how confident he was, whatever action. So confident is very much important. Tooth for tooth. He said, I would swear it is my horse if I don't know your parents. See the dilemma, see the confusion, and see the uh, statement that he made, that I cannot say that this horse is not mine. I will surely say this horse is mine. If I don't know about your parents, then I will say this. The fame of your family for honesty well known to me, yet the horse is the twin of my horse. And this was the conclusion, that it is the twin. A suspicious man would believe his eyes, okay, instead of his heart. See the beliefs. See the belief. He's telling that a suspicious man um, believe his eyes, okay, instead of his heart. Good day, my young friends. Good day, John Barrow, my cousin Murad said. Early the following morning, we took the horse, okay, to John Barrow's vineyards and put it into the barn. The dogs followed us around without making a sound. This shows that they were not frightened, they were less frightened, okay, and there was no trace of any kind of doubt. So when the dogs are barking, it means that they have seen some suspicious person. So the two boys were leading the horse, okay, very confidently in the morning time. So that's why perhaps the dog did not bark. The dogs, I whispered to my cousin Murad, I thought they would bark. They would at somebody else, he said. Means he's telling that he's also having a way with the dogs. Means he is having a very confident nature to talk with everyone. My cousin Murad put his arm, okay, around the horse, pressed his nose, okay, into the horse nose. This shows his love and affection, patted it, uh, a kind of courage, a motivation, and then we went away, and then they left the place. That afternoon, John Barrow came to our house in his surrey and showed my mother the horse that had been stolen and returned. And now he was showing the horse and the carriage, okay, the surrey. And so too, the narrator's mother. I do not know what to think, okay, he said. The horse is stronger, okay, than ever. This shows that they had not only rode the horse but also had taken care of the health of the horse. So this shows that they had not stolen. Okay, stealing means here refers to taking someone's okay property, misusing, and just selling to others, according to the narrator. But he is very given a different definition of stealing. So better temper too. I thank God my uncle Khosrow, who was in the parlor, became irritated and shouted, "Quiet, man, quiet! Your horse has been returned. Pay no attention to it." And with this note, the story ends here. I actually, in this whole story, the narrator has tried to give the importance of confidence, importance of uh, learning, importance of uh, adjustment and compromise. So here in this story we can see that how the two small children had stolen someone horse, okay, taken someone's horse, okay, in their possession, and kept it for long 6 months, and then they just rode the horse, and finally they gave it back to the real owner without harming or damaging anything. So this shows that they were very much confident and their intention was very nice, not ugly. Thank you very much. All the best. You will do the homework assignment. This is do all the NCRT questions of the chapters, the summer of the beautiful white horse. And the second I have given, you feel that India will face a severe water crisis by the year 2025. Write a letter to the editor of a national daily expressing your concern about it and requesting individuals and authorities to take steps to avoid means prevent this crisis. You are Aditya or Snehal. So this is the name I have written. You will write a letter, okay, to the editor that what are the steps can be taken in order to just maintain or to prevent the water crisis till 2005 till 2025. All the best.